Ooh, what's up, guys? Welcome to Hizzle House with H-Sizzle. I am your host, H-Sizzle, or Hannah. This is our brand new podcast. I'm very excited to be starting this. Today's special guest is Arayia. Welcome, Arayia.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing very good. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, me too. So a little bit about our podcast. This is a space where you can just find us yapping, literally about anything. In a world where we're forced to lock in, but we're born to yap, I just yap. I don't lock in, I yap. So
Truly.
Welcome to our yap sessions. A little bit about myself. My name's Hannah, like I said before. I'm a junior here at Ferris State University studying dental hygiene. I'm not in the program yet, but I hope to be very soon. In February, I will be applying and finding out during spring break in March. So I'm in that. I'm also in Hizzle House Christian Fellowship here at Ferris. I'm the president of our RSO, which I don't really do much. I just kind of just check rooms out and stuff like that. But other than that, I really enjoy it. And I live in our campus ministry house, our women's house. And that's a hoot with 3 other girls, which one of them's here with me, Arayia.
Yeah.
That's just a little bit about me. Arayia, why don't you give our listeners just a little overview of who you are?
Yeah, so as she said, my name is Arayia, and this is my last semester at Ferris, so I'm about to be out of here.
No.
And I also live in the ministry house with Hannah and 2 other girlies, and we just have so much fun doing that. So, yeah, I study chemistry here at Ferris, and specifically forensic chemistry, so that's where I'll be headed into after this.
Girly is a woman in STEM.
You are too. Women in STEM.
Who are we? But yeah, thank you guys for clicking on our channel and listening to us. So yeah, speaking of his house, this past weekend we went to Lexington, Kentucky, right? Yeah,
Yes,
Lexington,
yes.
Kentucky. I always get it mixed up with Louisville. Do you say Louisville or Louisville?
Okay, so I used to say Louisville. However, my boyfriend's sister just went there over like a summer ago or something, and she's very insistent on the correct pronunciation, so I have to get it right.
Louisville. Is that what it is? Louisville? I don't know. It sounds weird for you to say Louisville. I'll say Louisville.
Louisville.
Anyway, we went to Lexington, Kentucky this past weekend for a conference. It's called ICOM, International Conference on Missions. And we partnered with NMC's Hizzle House, which was really cool. Rode in their 15-passenger van, just all
12 of us in there.
Yeah, it was so packed. I think there was 13, actually.
Was there?
Yeah, because
yeah.
there was an extra person. It was packed, let me tell you. But it was so cool to just sit with a different campus and get to know them during our like 9-hour car ride. So that was pretty fun. And then while we were down there, we had like main sessions where we had people like speakers coming in talking about the importance of missions and really good worship. And then workshops that you could go to. There were a bunch. It was really hard to decide.
Yeah.
Which ones did you end up going to, Arayia?
I went to, so there was 6 different opportunities for us to go to workshops, and every time that we had an opportunity, there was a list of at least 10. I want to say more than 10.
It was so big.
I starred at least like more than 3 every opportunity I had to go and had to really narrow it down. So my first one I went to was on trauma-based coaching and trauma-informed coaching. So that was really good. And then, I have to remember all of the ones I went to.
That's so real.
And then understanding Islamic beliefs was a really good one that I went to. That was the next one. And then a session on sexuality and the view of that. And so that was my first day in workshops. And so then the next day I went to like walking in his steps. And that was about a girl who moved to Ghana, I think it was, because you were there too. So we went to that one together.
Yeah.
And she was just talking about what that journey was like for her and what it was like to be a woman in mostly a male-dominated area. And then my next one I went to, it was mainstream and margins, and so it examined like who is considered in the mainstream and who is marginalized in our society specifically. And then I went to how Jesus taught. And so I think I got a real good variety in there.
Yeah.
So
That's nice.
Yeah.
What was your favorite workshop that you went to?
I think it was really nice because I got to take something away from each of them. But I would say the mainstream and margins was probably my favorite one to actually sit and listen to.
Yeah.
Because we did a lot of interaction and we talked as a whole group a whole lot. And I think that's the one that's most applicable to my everyday life and society because it's very focused on the world I live in right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about you?
I have to remember because
That was me. I was like,
I feel like I
please.
went to so many that I cannot even remember one of them. I remember the one that I went with you about the lady who went to Ghana and taking her whole family with her and just rerouting their family and going to Ghana and to do the Lord's work. And I thought that was really good.
Yes.
I went to one on journaling by Dean Troon, which I already knew it because we used that during MTP training this last summer.
Okay.
So I kind of already knew it. And so it was a good refresher, though, just to oh, yeah, I forgot we learned about that this past summer. I'm going to implement that into my quiet time. I also went to one about, what is the mission that God is calling you to do? What is God's calling on your life? And it was, creating maps on where you are at right now and then where you think God wants you to be. And then, I don't know, it was just, really good at mapping stuff out and seeing, this is what the Bible has to say about this and this and this. And then one that I went to that was really good was the women's empowerment one about how Jesus empowers women. And we went through parts of Scripture that it was where Jesus was talking to women when men weren't supposed to talk to women in public.
Yeah.
I think of the woman at the well.
Yeah.
Jesus was talking to the Samaritan woman, which that's unheard of. You're not supposed to talk to women out in public. And then to talk to her about such a sensitive, private topic. So we just went over that. And then when they were done with their conversation, he told her, go and tell them about what this conversation about me and everything. And so she went out and taught people about Jesus. And I thought that was pretty cool, women's empowerment.
Yeah.
And she brought snacks to that one. So that was, I got some Cliff Bars and an energy wafer thing bar. And I was like, yeah, this is good. This is good.
Yes.
And then I think we got to color a little bit. So I enjoyed that one. The other ones were kind of, I honestly don't remember them, if I'm going to be honest. I have to think way back and go into my notes to remember. But
yeah,
I also went to the college student luncheon with the missionaries.
Okay, yeah.
So I got a little sack lunch. It was actually really good. That turkey was beefed on there, bro. It was stacked high. But yeah, we just ate in a circle on I think Western was there, Western's campus, and we just ate in a circle. And there was chairs around the room, facing each other one-on-one. And so then a missionary in a certain group would be sitting in one, and the other chair would be open for any students that want to talk to them. And so I was really nervous at first because, I got to talk to them. This is kind of nerve-wracking. But then I was like, I just got to go talk to someone. So I went and talked to the one I remember the most is they're called FAME, I think, where they go and it's medical missions out overseas. And because I'm planning to be a dental hygienist, they send out dentists, dental hygienists, any healthcare professional out overseas to serve in smaller communities, low-income communities. So we just talked really in depth about what that, and we had a really good connection. And when I was leaving, she goes, "Hannah, I better hear from you. I better get a phone call." I was like,
that's so
"I got
nice
your
to
card,"
hear.
but I feel bad because I lost her card. Plus, I probably won't call her, which is bad. But I don't know. It was just a really good connection between us two, and it was natural.
Yeah.
So that was good for that. Where'd you guys go for lunch when I was away?
Oh,
Do you
the
remember?
second day for
Yeah.
lunch? I don't know where everyone else went, but me, Riley, and Josh went back to the van and ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. Did you guys take a nap or something?
Yeah, we did. We set a timer, I think, and we just slept in the van.
Who gave you the key? Or did you?
Harrison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go nap. That's fun.
So
Man, the first place we went for lunch the day before, the Courtyard Deli, I think is what it was called.
that
Oh
was
my
so
goodness.
good. And it was so cutesy
It
inside.
was the stairs going up are they were I don't know. Like, it
Yeah.
was just so cute. And then, like, the narrow doors. And it's in, like, an old church, right?
Yeah, it was like an old brick building painted white.
Yeah. And then the front was an antique shop.
Yeah, I didn't get to go
I
in the
mean,
antique
I
shop,
really wanted
though.
to. I think some people did, so I'll have to ask them how
Okay,
that was.
yeah.
But, like, the back was made into this little restaurant, and it was so cute.
Yes.
They had Amish chicken noodle soup. Let me tell you, that was good soup. Yeah, my favorite was Employee of the Month, Mike.
He was awesome.
We stand Mike, honestly.
And we will forever.
Yes, we will. He's like yelling out everyone's name across the way. And then he goes, "Hey, do you want to eat crackers, darling?" I'm like, "Of course I do, Mike. I absolutely do." And then I was gone because we went to go get coffee.
Yeah, we booked it out of there.
Yeah, we
That's why
booked
we
it out
didn't
of
get to
there.
go to the antique shop.
Yeah. But apparently when we were gone, he was giving free cookies to everyone, like all the new customers. He goes, "Every new customer in here gets a free cookie." And like Marissa from NMC had this like cookie like the size of her head. I'm like, "What?"
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I kind of wanted a cookie.
Yeah, no, for real.
But
Wait a minute.
I needed my coffee from the coffee shop, which that was a cute coffee shop too.
Yes, it was. And the coffee was really good.
It was. I didn't have coffee. I had matcha. But the matcha was pretty good too. I will give that. But yeah. Anything else you want to highlight about ICOM?
I would say one of the really cool things I liked about ICOM was being in the stadium during worship.
Yes.
And it's just like thousands of people around you all worshiping together. And so, and just imagining like all the places they came from to get there and all that mattered in that moment was just singing.
Yeah.
And that was probably my favorite part.
When they brought out the choir, I lost it. Tears were flowing. I was just something about choir just makes me absolutely bawl my eyes out because I love it so much. I think this wasn't even like the conference itself, but on our way back when we went to Jungle Gyms. Is it Jungle Gyms?
Yeah.
It was Jungle Gyms, like International Market or something like that. But that place was huge. I was, where am I? Riley, help me. Where am I? And then we saw the giant Campbell's soup.
Yes.
I was like, that's kind of creepy.
I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I like that.
Yes. His mouth was supposed to move, but it wasn't moving.
So it was like a giant jar of Campbell's soup, but it wasn't, I don't know what material, I don't know what the medium even was, but it was hanging from the ceiling and rocking back and forth. And I think it made noise.
Yeah, it was like, "Hey, kids." I'm like, this is totally not creepy at all. But yeah, what did I get from there? I got like some Chinese jelly or something. It was like that like mango coconut jelly things I got, which I really liked. I got some like French bread things, which are really good as well. They have chocolate chips in them. I think that was it actually.
Because you said you could feel, what was it, France with the bag?
The bag of the bread that I had, okay, if you guys could feel this bag, you could feel France in this bag. Like, the material was so, like, quality? I don't know. It was so French.
Yes.
It's like, this is France.
And I definitely agree. I don't know if it's just because you told me I would feel France, and therefore I was like, yes, this is France. But it was there.
Yeah, guys, if you ever go to Jungle Gyms in Ohio, go to the France section and just look for these, like, chocolate chip bread things. They're really tiny. But you will feel France when you touch that bag. Oh my goodness. Quality. But yeah, Jungle Gyms I think was my favorite part. I also ate a cricket in the parking lot. Okay. So they're like, "Hannah, try this cricket." I'm like, "Absolutely not." And I was like, "You know what? I need to do this. Like, just to say I've eaten a cricket." So they put it in my hand and I was like, okay. I was like, I just got to do it. So I ate it and it went I was like, oh no, this is disgusting. But it was just really salty. Like, of anything, it kind of just tasted like a really, really, really salty chip. And then one of the cricket legs got stuck in my teeth.
That's criminal.
Like, got cricket floss now. But yeah, crickets, I probably wouldn't eat one again, but I just like to be able to say that I've eaten a cricket before.
Yeah.
But Jungle Gyms, that was the highlight of my weekend for ICOM. And then we came back and I was exhausted, bro.
Yes.
Exhausted.
I think it took a couple days to recover.
Yeah, definitely. Sleep, I feel like after a trip, I need at least a full week of like relaxation to sleep. Except this is the week where I'm not getting that because all of my stuff is due. And
Yes.
like I had a choir concert last night, so I was busy. So speaking of choir concerts, last night went really well. I think I had a choir concert in Williams Auditorium here at Ferris.
Mm-hmm.
I sang in like our normal ensemble. And then I was also in a couple small groups, and my favorite part is the small groups. I really enjoy being able to do that with people, and we all are able to like connect with each other a little bit more when we're in small groups. And I feel like you're just more able to get stuff done, or like, hey, someone missed that note there, and I was like, yeah, that was me, and I don't know, that was just really cool how we could do that. So yeah, and you came my concert.
Yes.
What'd you think?
I thought it was so amazing. So I got to hear you warm up beforehand, and I was like doing my homework, and I paused and was like, wow, this is so amazing.
I'm in the shower, by the way. Just
yes, for context.
Yes, the steam coming. But.
And so I usually don't really like choir concerts, and I was excited to see you perform, but I wasn't entirely excited to go. And so, but once I got there, my plan was only to stay for like the first half hour because that's like the part you were going to be at. But everyone was so talented and it was so amazing. And there were definitely like parts where I could hear your voice specifically, probably just because I hear you sing at Hizzle House so much. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. And yeah, I think my favorite parts were also the smaller groups because you could see individual talent and like collective talent showcased.
Definitely. Before the concert, I told Arayia, after I'm done singing my small group, please leave because we have you guys ever seen, or have you ever seen Pitch Perfect? I don't know if it's 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Anyway, where like the German group comes in and they're like Das Sound Machine. So like our piece was called the Das Sound Machine finale. I'm like, oh boy. And so, like, we had a beatboxer. We had, like, people on stage with mics just singing. And then us in the background were just going, ah! So I was really nervous because, like, this is going to be so awkward. Like, Arayia, please leave. Like, I cannot handle this. But actually, I think last night's concert was our best run-through of that by far. So...
Yes, I thought it was good. And knowing that there was going to be something like cringy, I was like, I have to stay and watch. I have to know. No. And honestly, it was, I see the vision that you were like, I don't know about this, but I think that it ended up being really fun.
Yeah, I think having the lights off, because then we had our phone flashlights on when it got powerful, I was like, that really helped. So, plus people can't see my face like being cringy. So
plus there was someone beatboxing the whole time, and I liked that.
So
he
well.
did.
I was like, oh my goodness, like bro, pop off.
Truly,
like, yeah. The Great Lakes Men's Chorus that we collabed with for this concert, they were amazing. Oh my goodness, like. I also liked how the conductor like turned around and would go up and like, you guys know this song, like come sing along, and so I'm just singing and they like. I don't know, they turned to the audience and were like, yeah. I was like, oh, this is so powerful. Yes. But you can definitely tell that they are a competitive group that like goes and performs.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they have that demeanor of like, yeah, we know what we're doing. And
they're performers.
Yeah, they definitely are performers. So have you ever like been on stage, performed anything before?
Not since high school. So I was in 2 plays when I was in high school.
Really? I did not know this.
Yeah, I had like I think 1 or 2 lines in both of them. I was minimal
You're basically
effort.
Part of the musical theater.
Actually,
You're basically an actress.
True. I mean, anyway, but so I got to participate in that, and I won't be part of theater again. However, it was a very enjoyable experience. I liked it. It's just a lot of time commitment for something that doesn't really like fill me with a lot of joy.
Yep. If you definitely, it's one of those things where it's like you like doing it, but at the same time you don't really see yourself doing it, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel that with a lot of things. But yeah. Due to the sake of time, we have to wrap things up.
Yes.
But yeah, Arayia, anything else you'd like to say for our very first episode ever? Anything else?
This is so exciting, and I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. Well, that is a wrap on our first episode. Thank you guys for watching, or not watching, listening, I guess, to Hizzle House with H-Sizzle. I am, again, your host, H-Sizzle, and this was Arayia. So, yeah, thanks you guys for listening. Have a good day, guys.
Have a good day.
Peace.
Peace.